Hey guys, Ben here from PaxPower Performance Trucks in Houston, Texas. And if you're a GMC Yukon fan or maybe in the market for one, you're gonna wanna watch this video because this truck I have behind me represents the best of the best. The best in that this is a 2025 Yukon Denali Ultimate, which is their top trim, top level, has all of the awesome tech and luxury inside. And then we at PaxPower have upgraded this with our best upgrades. This has our 650 horsepower Whipple Supercharger. It's got our Jackal SUV suspension wheel tire package that is a suspension lift using awesome coilovers instead of a spacer lift. This has the GM Performance big brake kit. We've also done some blackout and Borla exhaust and other things like that. So hang out with us for a few minutes. We're gonna go through this thing, talk about how awesome it is, and maybe we can figure out how to get one in your driveway. First off, I want to talk a little bit about what this vehicle is in stock form. This is the Denali Ultimate, which is the everything package from GMC for their Yukons. And after driving it for a couple of days, I can say it does have everything. This is the one with self-driving, 360 camera, massaging seats. And I can tell you after our upgrades, after the Supercharger, after the suspension, all of that still works. You know, I came in this morning with my coffee, hands-free, getting a massage, just appreciating this awesome interior. I mean, as you look around, everything is real wood, real leather, awesome stitching. So if you're in the market for a luxury SUV, you need to be considering one of these because it is really cool. The first thing we did was upgrade this Yukon with our Jackal SUV suspension wheel tire package. I don't know how to put this in a video, but I am not a big fan of GM's air ride system. It's either too soft or too stiff, depending on what setting it's in. I think it was designed around grandmas. It makes these things feel heavy and like boats. And when we change these out to our coilover system, that gives us about a 2 to 3 inch lift in the front, 1 to 2 in the back. It uses Fox or Icon 2.5 inch coilovers, features an upper control arm in the front, a fabricated lower control arm in the rear. It's the Goldilocks. It is the perfect everywhere setup. It makes these trucks feel better on the highway, on rough roads, off-road. It also makes them feel a lot lighter and more of a sport vehicle. Instead of just a big Cadillac DeVille of a boat, instead these things are a lot more Raptor-like, and that's a byproduct of these shocks we're using. But also one reason these SUVs ride so good is there's weight in the back end. And so overall, these are some of my favorite driving vehicles, and I wish there was a way to make that come through in the video, but I promise if you're thinking about one of these, you will be very impressed with the suspension. Also, there's a lot of companies out there that are selling lifted GM SUVs, and they're not doing it the same as us. I don't think anyone else is putting coilovers on these. A lot of people are just doing spacer lifts or confusing the air ride to ride higher, which is gonna make it super stiff. Also, we fit 35 inch wheels and tires on these with our small lifts. So these still fit in parking garages, both at the airport or in your house, and they don't rub. We have to do a ton to make these things not rub with these big wheels and tires, and I don't think other people are doing that. Not only do we trim the plastic here and tie up the liner, but we're also having to remove these steps, put them in our bandsaw, and take a few inches out of them and put these caps back on so that we don't rub. I just really don't think a lot of shops are taking that kind of detail, and we think they should for such a nice vehicle. Next, I want to talk about how we increase the horsepower and the performance of this Yukon SUV. We did that with our 3-liter Whipple Supercharger package. We've been doing these for years. We've done more than anyone. We've got awesome drivability, awesome reliability. They're working out great for us. And I know that people question these 6.2 liter engines. I made a video recently talking about from the 19 to 24s, we had almost no failures. And now with these new 25s, they fixed that issue at the factory, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. What you will be getting is a huge power increase. We're adding 55% power to these trucks. We're going from 420 horsepower to 650. And in the opening where I talk about these things feeling heavy and slow, when you add 55% power to something like this, it's not heavy and slow anymore. This thing is quick, responsive, sporty, all the things you want in your daily driver. The final thing we do at PaxPower is personalization. Everybody wants their trucks to look different, and our competitors are typically one size fits all. One package, one set of wheels, that's it. We like to get to know our owners and make the vehicle specific to them. So on this Denali Ultimate, the customer didn't like how much chrome was on it in factory form, so we blacked that out. We did the black badges. There was some silver here that we blacked out for them. You know, wheels and tires are a good area where customers can make a vehicle unique, and we let the customer choose their own wheels and tires. So did a unique fuel wheel here with the Toyo RT tire, which is a super beefy tire. Like I said earlier, no rubbing. Then they also went with the GM Performance Big Brake Kit. That's made by Brembo, 6 pistons, really stops this heavy SUV nicely, and it's serviceable at your GM dealer. So down the road, you don't need specialty parts to maintain this. We blacked out all the chrome here, black badges, did the black around the door handles there. Coming to the back, the matching GM Performance red calipers to match the front. And then part of our Jackal SUV package, and kind of required a good call on any supercharged vehicle, we did this Borla S-Type dual exhaust system. Looks really cool, great tips, adds performance. Yeah, a really good truck overall. If you think this is something you're interested in, the first step is always call us at PaxPower. If you have one of these, we can transport the vehicle. If you don't, we can help you find one through a dealer and get it modified and sent to your house. Again, first step, always give us a call. We'd love to hear from you.